life in general. Hope everybody's doing well. I know you want to tell everybody your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations, and all these things, right? But I think it's just almost better just to keep it to yourself. And that sounds like it sounds cold, and it definitely sounds like, man, like you mean I can't tell, you know, people like what I want to do and how I'm going to do it, and it's just getting to that point where like people don't see your vision and they'll definitely try to like you know breed that negativity on what you're trying to do. And I find myself doing that, telling people my goals and my dreams, and they just pretty much just crap on them. So even though it seems like it's kind of lonely, but at the end of the day, you know once you start working toward them and really putting some effort into it and just doing what you have to do to achieve them, you know, people will see, and it's going to be unsaid, and it's going to be definitely like in their face, and just almost better just to just crush your goals quietly, man. And it sounds lonely. It really does. It really does. Because you definitely want to share all these different things with like your loved ones, your partner, your significant other, or whoever. If they're in that space for it, I'm not just saying just be a cold, withdrawn person, but you know, sometimes you just gotta read the room. Sometimes you gotta read like people that's close to you. If they just parasudo listen like, yeah, no, that's nice. Oh, you know, it's like that sometimes. And, some people are not on that type of time. They might not have those type of aspirations, you know, and that's why sometimes sometimes when you tell people like what you want to do, they sometimes talk you out of it, or you just a dreamer or whatever. But once you start making like these goals action and they materialize into like something that you've actually accomplished, man, ain't no better feeling, because you at the end of the day you kind of like put the naysayers to rest, and you can sit back and marvel at what you did. So there's nothing wrong with just like keeping like personal goals to yourself. That way you can quietly like crush them, and you can look at your end result. I appreciate you tuning in to what I got to say. Um, if you found some value out of this, or this kind of just confirmed something, you know, that you were thinking about, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.